What's up? So we out here. Close to midnight. It's something's lurking in the dark. Don't wait up for us to surrender. Who's on the line? You're paralyzed. Okay, let's air this bitch out. So, I spent a lot of time today observing the energy. It was very necessary. So I felt like God's presence all around me today, which is why I was doing a lot of observing. So, there is a woman. It's always a goddamn woman with all these fucking issues, but I mean, whatever. So, this woman is very remorseful for the things that she's done, for the way that she has treated this man. She had a good man, and she didn't realize it till she got with one, and that motherfucker knocked her upside her goddamn head. Okay, so that's very unfortunate. But at the same time, if you knew the things that this woman did to her man, you would not feel sorry for her neither. So what the fuck ever. So she's sitting around moping, crying. She's unhappy. She's upset. Her life is not what she wanted it to be. She's upset because nobody cares about her, and she feels entitled for people to care about her. She's a shitty person. She don't care about nobody. She will step on top of whoever she needs to, whoever she wants to get what she wants. She does not care. Okay? Like, it is what it is. So, I mean, I don't understand why God was giving me insight. I did hear her getting a reading on me in the spirit, and I tried to direct her reader to tell the truth, because her reader was very disturbed about the things that she saw in the reading, but the reader wants the money. Okay. That reader wants the money. So, it's crazy because the reader gave her reading. She got a reading done on somebody else. She's getting readings done on other people, but the reader keeps seeing her reading. It's her energy. And the reader is timid, but the girl knows that the reader is talking about her. Okay? So, I mean, she's upset. She tried to dibble and dabble in some dark shit. So, I mean, now she's so obsessed with this world, and this is not the world she's supposed to be in. But she done fucked up so much with her career, her life, her relationship, with her children. Like, she lost everything. When somebody has everything and they lose everything, that goes to show you that it was some serious shit going on up in there. Okay? I'm talking about she had everything, but she got discontent, and she started wanting more. So when we start to want more, we start to look at what we already have as not good enough, or we become disgusted. We say to ourselves, I'm better than this, I deserve more than this. And there's nothing wrong, but my thing is that you got it good. So where is all of that coming from? She wasn't able to control herself. So what she ended up doing, she started messing around on that man. She found a man that gave her the little bit that her husband was not giving to her, and she started chasing after this man, and she threw it all away for this man, and this man sees who she is. It's kind of like she ended up with a different man, because the man that she really wanted, he didn't want her. Okay? So she tried to shit on him with somebody else, and the somebody else that she tried to shit on, she was very vulnerable. She loves to play damsel in distress because she loves to play on men's emotions. She wants to get them open by making them feel sorry for her. Okay? I'm going to tell you, weak men love a damsel in distress because they're looking for control. Because a strong man, he's going to feel empathy. He's going to feel sympathy. He may do what he can do. But just like dad is going to say, hey, At some point in time, you got to get your shit together. A strong man is going to handle her that same fucking way. A healthy, strong man. Okay? So the thing is, she's always preying on men. And she done prayed and bit from an apple that she really wished that she wasn't thinking. She was upset. You know, she gave everything away for a man that she thought was going to give her more than what her man was giving her. Her husband was giving her. So he broke out and left. So she thought she was going to shit on him with another man. She wasn't thinking clearly. This man put together stuff about her. And the type of man that she's dealing with, she has no idea, like, who he really is. But she's found out now. And her life is so stripped down and bare to the core, she can't even move. She can't even reach out for help. Everybody she tried to shit on, when she thought her life was going to be on the up and up, she's now needing these people. And a lot of these people don't care about what she has going on. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to help her, because in her trying to get everything that she wanted for herself, you know, other people realized that, you know, she was using them. And she absolutely was. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for her ass. She tried to shit on a lot of people. It's like she would emotionally manipulate people into helping her. Then when they were no good to her or she couldn't use them, she just disposed of them, thinking that she would never need them ever again. So, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know why we're talking about it. Why are we talking about it? I feel like there's a man dealing with a woman, dealing with a similar situation, dealing with the same type of woman too. My thing is, I don't really care. Why are we talking about this? Because it's not my call. Is that what you're saying? It's not about me. So I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story about a woman that I knew, right? So this woman has like 4 children. She's not getting any help or assistance from the baby daddies. She's struggling. She can barely work. You know, nobody is really helping her. Like, sister girl is having a real hard time. So she ends up meeting this man. Now, she's a worker. She loves to work. She has to provide for the children. You know what I'm saying? So she meets this man. This man comes into her life, and immediately he jumps in the family man role with her. He doesn't work because he sells drugs. So, you know, when she gets off of work, he goes and he sells his drugs. But while she's at work and when it comes to the kids, you know, this man is cleaning the house. He's cooking, making sure the children get to and from school. The children had shit going on in school, like programs and activities. That man was there. When it came to the birthdays, this man... when it came to the birthdays, he's out there on the grill. He's throwing big birthday parties. I'm talking about, I mean, damn. She even got time to have a little bit of a life now. So if she want to go out with her girls, she can go out with her girls. So all of a sudden, life just seems to be too good for her. So she starts complaining. She starts picking at that man. When are you going to get a job? She didn't have a car. He had a car. That's what he brought to the table. He was letting her take his car to go here and there. When it came to the kids, of course, he got the car. He would drop her off. So, you know, she's just like, when are you going to get a job? When are you going to get a job? When are you going to help me out with bills around here? So my thing is, it's not like he's a complete bum, because he's hustling on the side, which is very risky and dangerous, but he's bringing in some type of income. You forgot who paid for that birthday, those birthday parties for your fucking 4 children. You forgot who's putting food in your refrigerator to feed and cook for your children. So I said, oh, this bitch tripping. She tripping. So, she starts, you ain't no man. I'm going to find me a good man. I'm going to give me a man that can do this, that can do that. She beat down on that man enough. He left. Boy, oh boy, did her life go down, and her children was the fuck upset with her. Oh my God. That's what you call a dumb bitch. You don't ever want to be that woman. You don't ever want to be that woman. Girl, you got 4 kids by 4 different men. Nobody's helping you. Then on top of that, you can't even, you should be lucky that there's somebody you can trust with your children. He just stepped up on the scene and stepped up in there. He was a Cancer. He was a Cancer. She was a Capricorn. Okay? So I'm just like, girl, stupid bitch. If stupid bitch was if that shit was a fucking, your picture would be in the dictionary for stupid bitch. I'm trying to tell you, she tried to dog that man. She tried to talk about his sex. She tried to talk about how much better she could be doing. When he left her ass, she lost everything. She lost that house. Now she's struggling to get to work. You see, she won't saving no money. The money that she could have been saving, she was out hanging out with her girls and shit, go traveling and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no money that she been saving. She don't got the car no more. She didn't expect for things to change so fast. And by that time, she realized everything that man was bringing to the table. How many men do you find want to be stay-at-home dads? It's not a lot of them. That man was not asking her for anything. He knew she had bills to pay. So she was paying the bills. She had extra money. She didn't have to dish out too much money for people to take her here and there. She didn't have to worry about the stress of taking the bus and potentially getting there late, because the jobs don't want to hear that shit. Worried about leaving her children with certain family members or having to leave them at home, period. Sitting at work, worried about, stressed the fuck out about him. That man, he not only brought the physical stability, he was bringing her mental and at one point in time, emotional. That girl cried. She cried. I said, well, I did feel bad, because I'm just like, yeah, girl, because it ain't really nothing that you can do but cry. That you fucked up. How could you allow yourself? How could you allow yourself to even be arrogant like that? That man came up in there. I'm trying to tell you, they may have been dating, talking for like a month. He wanted more time with her. Their schedules won't colliding. He could see everything that she was going through with the children. So he just came up in there. He would rub her feet. He would rub her feet, give her massages, all type of stuff. I said, yeah, girl, you're gonna have to cry. You got to take that. That's a heavy hit to take. Cause you're not gonna find too many men. You're not gonna find too many men like that. My thing is, between you working and him working, what's gonna happen with the kids? I guess she was thinking that they could put their money together to get a babysitter or some type of shit like that. I don't know what she was thinking. She got a little taste of more than the struggle, and she lost it. This is a sign of somebody who does not know who they are. When you don't know who you are, it doesn't matter what you get, what you obtain, what you have. Somewhere along the line, you're going to lose that shit. Why? Because you don't know who you are. When you don't know who you are, you don't know what you want. It's nothing wrong with wanting more. They hadn't even been together for a year. By the 8th month, she got that full of herself that she treated that man like that. That shit fucking crazy. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. And I'm sitting here, I'm trying to ask myself, What could he have possibly done? What could he have? I'm trying to figure out, like, what could he have possibly done? Why did she rush? Baby, I had so many questions. Because I'm just like, this shit crazy. This shit crazy. I never heard of no shit like this. You don't find good men. That's why you got to know a blessing when that shit come in. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know. My thing is that you got to be careful too, because some men want to come in like Super Save a Hoe, because it's like they have a point to prove. Oh yeah, you ain't never had a man like me. You know, I do this, I do that. You know, it's like they're trying to brainwash you the moment that they step on the scene into convincing you that they're the best that you will ever find. But even still with that, I mean, you should be able to see through that. Hold on. Oh my God. That shit was crazy. You know, you got to know who somebody is. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just like, did she think he was pulling her tail or something? She thought he was pulling her leg. She thought he was lying about who he was or something. Girl, he stepped up on that. He stepped up in there like he was goddamn daddy. Them not his children. He don't have no obligation, but he knows if he wants to be with her, he got to take on her children too. I mean, obviously he wanted more with her, more from her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, there's no signs, there's no way that you could get around the loss of this situation. That's what I was thinking in my head, because I'm just like, he stepped in and played he played daddy. Hold on. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you another story about a friend I had. So, you know, me and this girl got real close. I mean, I knew she was full of shit, but I mean, I would just call her out on it. I didn't judge her for it. I really didn't care. I mean, we're all full of shit. And she had like a troubled background, right? So one day, hold on. So one day, we're in class and there's a friend, and the friend is talking about her new man. So we all knew her new man, you know. So a couple of months, after, her man throws a party. So me and my girlfriend, we were invited. We go to the party. So my girlfriend is sitting up there flirting with this man. And I'm just like, girl, is she doing this in front of my face? Is she doing this, period? You know that is our friend's man. Why are you, and she, oh my goodness, you should have seen the way she was acting. She was she was trying to play damsel in distress. She was just like, I'm not pretty. And then the guy was just like, yeah, you are. You know that you're pretty. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even believe he fell for that shit. I said, wait. I know I'm not seeing this shit. I mean, she was flirting with him real hard. And I mean, he was all googly eyed over her too. So I'm looking at him like, nigga, what? So the next day, I'm just like, what's up? Like, why was you flirting with such and such? So she tried to avoid me. But finally, I cornered her and I confronted her. So she gonna say, well, she don't deserve him. I'm just like, okay, I see that you feel that way, but you cannot judge that. You don't know that man. You're not his mother. That's not your man. You know what I'm saying? You can't, like, just because you feel like she don't deserve him, don't mean that you try to step up in there and take him. She was dating his friend. Let me pull over. When I say I know a toxic bitch when I see one, I know a toxic bitch when I see one. Like, motherfucker, I'm not no hater. I'm trying to tell you. I done had a lot of fucked up ass female friends, and then they want to influence their friends to do the same shit that they're doing. So I fucking know. I could not believe that bitch. I was just like, girl, it's not like the girl, it's not like I'm trying to tell you, my friend was just in their relationship for the longest time. Some of the other girls' behavior was very questionable, but still, like, that's not your business. She tried to fight the girl and everything. I was just like, y'all bitches is crazy. Y'all can leave me out of this shit. Y'all can leave me out of this shit. I stopped being friends with that girl. I slowly moved away from her, and she started to attach more to another girl. That girl was bad news. You know, that girl, she was a get around girl. No shade. Because I feel like every woman is a secret hoe. Every woman got a secret hoe in her ass. But I'm trying to tell you, the shit that I be seeing bitches do, I just be like, oh my God. I can tell when she don't respect a man. Because when he start arguing, confronting her about shit, she just be looking like she don't give a fuck. Women be having a plan. Women be having a plan. And then some women, you know, they'll commit infidelity because they're comfortable. They don't want to lose their stability, but, you know, they want to fuck around. Okay, so I had a friend, and she was married, right? So her husband ended up cheating on her, and she ended up cheating on him back. And the thing is that she wanted to leave her husband for this man. But before she made her final decision, she saw that this man was entertaining another woman. So she was just like, never mind. So people be in these relationships, and people be faking the funk like a motherfucker. Because during the time to where it's comfortable, it feels good. But during the time to where it's the arguing, the combativeness, when the real shit come out, you know, motherfuckers, you know, they become discontent. You're not ready to be in a relationship. You still have some growing up to do. You still have some maturing to do. I ain't perfect, you know. You know. My thing is that God got a hold of me. That's all. That's what sets me aside from a lot of my experiences. God was all over me. God was not playing. God was like, you're going to face that man. You're going to grow. And I was like, no. No. I said, God don't love me. You keep me here. You keep making me have to come back to this man. I would be crying. I would be fussing, fighting with his ass. Just unhappy as a bitch. It's not good to talk with your mouth full. I'm so sorry. God favors the women because a woman brings the man to God. So you're not going to have it easy. Just you being a woman, you're not going to have it easy. I keep trying to tell people God is a woman. I know I say he a lot. I'm just so used to saying he. But God is a woman. You know? Now the thing is, there are some men who are tapped into their femininity. So they already know God. Yeah. Okay. No woman is perfect. You know, like, even if she a good, decent woman, she's still gonna have her flaws. You know? And then it's like, after a while, you know, men be trying to play me like, oh, you ain't shit. You just be out here trying to fuck niggas and all this type of stuff. I be like, what? All you want is one thing. Now they turning the tables on me. I'm like, what? You out here, you just trying to get your rocks off. You just out here, you a man eater. You this, you that. I said, I just can't win. I just can't win, so I just give up. I just give up. I can't win. And then men are so judgmental. They be judging me, trying to lowball me, and then get upset because they find out that it's not going to be easy. And then they be looking at me like, girl, you want me to work for you? You don't wear no makeup. You don't have the best body. You don't have this. You don't have that. Well, keep your ass going. Keep your ass moving. Is this my water? I think I had it from earlier today. I'd be like, whatever. I'm gonna tell you. That's how you know a real. That's how you know a real woman and a woman who knows men. She you know, because these women, they be thinking men are the best things to slice bread, and these men be psychologically abusing these bitches out of their mind. And then they wonder why they so fucked up for the future, and why when they come across a good man, they don't know how to keep him. They don't know how to see him. Boy, they got this shit twisted out here. With me studying psychology and then studying people, how they think and all that type of shit, I just be like, you know, I get it though. It's you know, like, I have to have an understanding, and I do have an understanding. But it's like they get upset, and then on top of that, I'm spiritual, so I'm very intuitive. So then, you know, they get upset about that. So they try to give me drugs. They try to drug me up, and then they want to get rid of me because they say I'm too goofy. They just can't win. Well, shit, that makes us even. Shit. I done been put out so many cards. You know, men thinking that they're going to get me high off of mushrooms and acid and coke. I be ready to create. I be ready to do them beats, do them songs. I be ready to do a painting. If I can't create with my hands, then I be goofy. I be real goofy. I do. That's why I don't like doing. That's why, you know, when I do what I do it by myself. Because they be judging me too much. Who is this lurking in this car? Let me hurry up and get out of here. Because he's really staring. Let me make sure I got my pistol. Alright now. Alright, so. Child, they get upset when you don't want them neither. They be so upset. And then they get even more upset because they show you why you're not interested. I told the dude, you know, like he was entitled. So he behaved entitled, and then he did something that was very entitled, and when I called him out on it, he got upset. You not upset with me, you upset with yourself. That's why I told you I ain't want to fuck with your ass. And now you see why. You're not aware of who you are. Okay, but that's it. We done. So, until next time.